Okay, so apparently our baked cheese recipe failed. Not failed in cooking, but our video recording seems to have not worked as we had hoped. I guess that's what we get for buying a new camera. So we're gonna try this again. This is not a dessert. This is gonna be an entree. I just got back from the store, and asparagus on sale for $1.99 a pound. Peppers, red and green, were on sale for $1.49 a pound. It's a really good price for red peppers because the colored peppers tend to cost a lot more. So I picked up red and green. These are some chicken sausages. They were marked down $5.99 minus $2 minus another $2. So this would normally be $6. I got it for $2. And in this bowl, which you can't see, but you will shortly, is shrimp, which was on sale 31.40s, which means there's 31 to 40 count per pound. That's what the numbers on the bags of shrimp mean, in case anybody wasn't sure. We're on sale for $5.99. That's $5 off regular price. So we're going to try and throw something together here with these ingredients. I'm thinking kind of just a basic stir fry. The pepper is more for color. Asparagus goes real well with shrimp, and then we're going to throw in the sausage for some fat content. First thing we got to do though is clean the shrimp. Easiest way to do shrimp: grab it by the tail, pull the tail off, pinch it. See that? Easy. Pull the tail off, pinch the bottom, pops right out. Okay, so with shrimp and a stir fry like this, you got to cook stuff in a certain order, or not in a certain order, but in the right order. Shrimp is always going to be your last ingredient to add because it cooks so fast. If you overcook shrimp, it's going to shrivel up, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to do the sausage first. Make sure that's good and cooked. Then we're going to add the asparagus, which we're going to cut up into pieces. And then we will add the shrimp, and we'll finish it off real quick with a sauce that we're going to make. Okay, and so shrimp peeled. So we're going to take the sausage now. Forgive the disaster of a tiny little kitchen. So sausage adds a little bit of fat to the dish, which is important.
It also brings other dogs together.
Wow. So we're going to take this and we're going to slice this into little diagonal pieces, because anything that's diagonal is fancy. Okay, so sausage is there. We're going to get that going. Let's get saute pan. Heat. We're going to want to get this hot. Olive oil. All right, while we're letting that heat up, we're going to cut our vegetables. So let's throw these in there. There you go, dog. Okay, asparagus. If you can get asparagus, I highly recommend it. If you don't like asparagus, well, follow these recipes and I'll see if I can change your mind. It's good for you. As a point, if you're going to go out drinking, asparagus causes your liver to produce certain enzymes that expedite the breakdown of the byproducts of alcohol. So if you're going to go out drinking and you know you're going to tie a good buzz on, if you eat asparagus beforehand, it will help offset the hangover.
Can't believe you just said tie a good buzz on.
I don't know how I can work with these conditions. Like I said, the pepper, you know, there's certainly flavor to it, without a doubt. I wanted something with a little bit of color. So there we go. We've got pepper and we've got asparagus. We've got our oil heating up. We're going to take a little bit of garlic. Sausage. I'm going to let that get going a little bit. Where is on the... Okay. This sausage is a little bit, I don't know if it's completely cooked all the way through. They're smoked, so they're kind of cooked. So if this was a raw sausage, like a pork sausage, you would let this cook all the way. But since it's not, we're going to add the veggies now because we want those to soften up a little bit. But we also don't want to overcook the sausage. Okay, we got some really good color going there. You can see that. We're going to let that get on its way. Now, to make the sauce, this is a Thai chili roasted garlic. There is a little bit of sugar in this, so I lied to you earlier. This is not ideally what I would use. I wanted to use soy sauce, and I would make my own. I don't have the soy sauce, and this is a pretty good flavor. Lime juice. I'm failing all over the place here. Rice wine vinegar. If you're not familiar with rice wine vinegar, it's a mild vinegar. It is used in a lot of Asian cuisine. A little bit of red pepper flake. And a little bit of ground ginger. Now, I know this seems weird because ginger in this form is generally used for like baking. It's the same ginger. You can use it to cook with too. So we're not going to use a lot, but just a little bit. And the reason I'm going with powdered ginger, I do have pickled ginger. It's a whole different flavor though. So, you know, it's going to add a whole different dimension. It's not how I want this to go. The rice wine vinegar is going to give me enough sour. Now, here's the trick. Okay, we got that dissolved. I'm going to give this we're feeding the dogs while we're doing this, so that's why I'm intentionally throwing all that stuff onto the floor. We'll put this guy on there just to get that going a little bit. Okay. If you learn nothing else from this recipe, let it be this. So, when you see, like, at a Chinese buffet, a stir fry and it's got a thick, like, gooey sauce. And I know for the longest time I always wondered, how the hell do they get that sauce? Like, what is that? You know, what kind of weird concoction do they have in the back that gives them that funky, thick sauce? It's not weird. Here's what it is. So you have your spices, okay? We're going to add a little bit of water to this. And we're going to add cornstarch. Okay? Now, I'm I'm going to dissolve the cornstarch in my spice mixture ahead of time. So what's going to happen, now this is going to look, I don't know if you can see that, okay? I don't want to use another one, so I'm just going to dump it free pour, which is going to be a disaster. Okay, so we're going to do this ahead of time. Now, everybody knows cornstarch is the thickener. But you can make a liquid like this ahead of time with all the spices that you're going to use. And you finish your dish with it right at the very end, and what happens? It thickens it on contact. So when I add this in there, I don't have to wait for it to boil. Everything's already going to be hot. I've got like this, it looks like a milky liquid almost. But all the spices I want are in there. So when I cook the shrimp, I throw this all in, boom, when I flash it real quick, I've got a thickened sauce right out of the gate. I hope that made sense. It made way more sense in my head as I thought it than when it came out. Okay, a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. Damn humidity, I can't get any salt to stay. So here, very liquid, very runny, but that's going to be our sauce. Everything's starting to soften up in here, so we're going to take our shrimp. We're going to add the shrimp in. We're going to give that just a couple minutes for that shrimp to cook. Shrimp does not take long. You don't want it to shrivel, okay? We're going to go super hot, as hot as my feeble little stove here will allow me to go. Okay, so before you add your cornstarch mixture, make sure you mix it up real good because the cornstarch will fall out of solution, and you don't want that to happen. So this is going. I'm going to give that a couple minutes on a closed lid. All right, now we're going to pour this in and watch what happens. Let that come up to a boil. Now, you can see it already. It's thick. It's thickening. See that? See how that sauce thickened right away? Looks just like stuff you get at a Chinese buffet. And I know that's a bad analogy because that food isn't good, but you see how that sauce glazed right on there? It's from the cornstarch. Got to make sure the dogs stay fed. All right, see that? It's not runny. Just going to give that a second. There you go. Shrimp and asparagus. Shrimp, asparagus, and sausage with a Thai chili glaze.